Hello, welcome back to the second part of this video. So let's continue from where we stopped. In the last video, we stopped at number 9, where we created two columns. Alright, so we are going to number 10 now. It says locate the table in the document, insert a new row between the crop items with potatoes. Alright, so let's locate our table. Scroll. Alright, so this is the table. So most likely for tables, we want the borders to show. So we can go to table. We can go to table design. Okay, where do we have borders now? Okay, so let's go to table design. All right. So our borders. Let's select all borders. Um, okay. So select all borders. Beautiful. Sorry, I had a bit of delay. I had something blocking the screen. So let's go back to our question. It says we should insert a new row between the crop items with and potatoes. So to insert a new between crop with and potatoes. So just place your cursor there, go to table layout and click insert row below. Alright, so you have that. It says we should enter this detail cassava 3%. So you type cassava here and then make this 3%. Okay, it says we shall apply a light gray 20 to 40% background fill to rows 1 and 2. So here we have rows 1 and 2. We should go back to home. So somewhere here we should have our fill. Yeah. So 20%, 20 to 40% gray. Let's use something darker. Look at this. Alright, 35% is good for me. Okay. It says format the first row of the table so that it becomes a single cell. So this first row, alright, highlight both cells, right click and merge cells, becomes a single row. Then format the table so that all text in each row displays on one line. All text in each row. Format the table, all text in each row displays on one line. Okay. Alright, only this one doesn't display on one line, so you could just move this way. Alright, so that this shows on one line. 1 point black internal and external grid lines are displayed when printed. Okay, let's do the grid line proper now, since we know what to do now. So well, that's our border. So it's asking us for 1 point. Let's go to borders and shadings. Okay, all. So our width should be 1 point. Okay, and that's what we're applying to the table. Should be both. Alright, let's make it all. Yeah, then click OK. 1 point. Alright, then the table borders and all the data fit within the column width. Okay, I think it actually fits within the column width, thus here to here. Alright, in case it doesn't, you can go to auto fit and say fit within window or fix column width. Alright, okay, that's fine. So then it says there is a 6-point space after the table. Okay, so after the table, let's insert a 6-point space. So what you do is to come to scientist, come here, click, go to line spacing options and do 6 points before and then click OK. So this has that 6 points. Okay, so at this point now we'll be importing an image. It says import this image and place it in the paragraph beginning there are more than. Okay, so you can search Control F and say there are more than. So just go there. It says we should place our stuff there. So we're importing this. So you go to insert, go to pictures from this device. Then you locate the folder where your source files are. Mine is on my desktop in my folder called ICT IGCSE Past Question 2025 May M 21 source files, right? And that's the image. So I insert the image. Beautiful. It says format the image. Okay, it says we should rotate the image 180 degrees so the stock is at the bottom left. 180 degrees. So to rotate the image, go to this and rotate. If you rotate right, that's 90 degrees. Rotate right again, that's another 90 degrees. Alright, we've done that. It says we should resize it to a width of 2 centimeters and a height of 2 centimeters. Alright, with our image selected and our aspect ratio maintained. Okay, sorry about that. Let's Control Z. Control Z. Okay, go to picture format and turn that to 2 centimeters and 2 centimeters. Good. So back to the question. Question says it is aligned to the left column margin to the left here and the top of the paragraph starting there more than. So the text wraps around the image. So how do you wrap the text around? While this image is selected, you go to Word, wrap text, click and select. Just place your cursor until you find something that works for you. Well, any of this works for me. Good. All right. It says. Alright, so we've done all of that. So we're done with the image. Always say, I don't know what kind of systems you have. If you have laptops, fine. If the desktop you have, always make sure you save your work while you carry out the work. Now we're on the final question in this section. It says you should spell check and proofread the document. Make sure that the list and table are not split over 2 columns or pages. Alright, see our table. It's not spelled over 2 columns or 2 pages. All right, our list too. Let's check out our lists. That's our list. So, just exactly where it should be. Okay, it says there are no widows and orphans. Maybe in another video I explain to you what widows and orphans are. This looks like an orphan. In order to control widows and orphans, you go to your home tab. Under your paragraph tab, click and then go to line and page breaks and then click on widow orphan control and click OK. This will help you to control your widows and orphans. Alright, that will help you to control your widows and orphans. The next question is we should ensure that no blank pages. Original styles are maintained. Yes, we've maintained all the original styles. All styles are applied consistently. Yes, spacing is consistent between all items. Alright, let's check for that spacing and then we'll come back and save the document using the same file name and format in step 1. And then we'll print. I'll also show you how to print in this video. Alright, so back, let's just go through all that we have done. Spacing is consistent. What we've been asked to do. Yeah, so this looks good. this looks like what we should have on the mark scheme. So now this is how print. We go to file, we go to print. Right, make sure you have all the documents. I want to be sure I have all my documents. Alright, so that's the last page, page 3. 1, 2, 3. So for now, you can choose any printers you are connected to, but for now I want us to print to PDF. Alright, so I'm printing all pages, so we don't need to write it down. If you have a printer that does front and back, you can select front and back printing. Of course, this is A4, so we need to leave it that way. Well, I think that's it. So click on print. Since you are printing to PDF, to ask you to print with a particular name, let's call it February, March 2025 paper 2-1 document workshop 2. So let's print to folder and work area here 2025 here and 2-1 there and save. Okay, so with this we've come to the end of this video. All right, in the next video we'll be doing the data manipulation aspect of this question paper. Do have a great day ahead of you.